For those of you that know me, my name is Laura Laddick Hoffman. I'm the founder and director of the New Jersey Ghost Hunters Society and author of 3 books, Ghost Hunting New Jersey, Ghost Hunting New York City, and Ghosts of the Poconos. But I also love to bake. Do I love football? Not at all. But today, I'm gonna make a cheesecake. A cheesecake with cream cheese. We're gonna start off to make our crust. This is where we take about 5 tablespoons of nicely melted butter, dump it into 1½ cups of wonderful graham cracker crumbs, and about 3 heaping teaspoons of table sugar, granulated sugar. And basically you want to stir all this together, blend it perfectly, because this is what's going to be the base for your cheesecake. And like I said, I can't stand football. Well, I mean, yeah, pretty much can't stand it. I don't really like any sports. I mean, if soccer is on, I'll watch it. Basketball, I'll watch it because it moves. But football is just terminally boring as far as I'm concerned. Okay, so once we get our nice crumb base all mixed up, we're going to dump it in to a nice spring form pan. It's your best bet when making a cheesecake, is have a good spring form. You want one, like this is a Wilton's. It's really nicely weighted. You don't want one of those cheesy lightweight ones. You want a really good sturdy one. I've always liked Wilton products the best in terms of baking. I do a lot of baking and these hold up really, really well. So what you're going to do is try to get it as evenly put across the base of your pan, and using the back of the tablespoon, just kind of start patting it in to make a decent base for your cheesecake. Okay, so we have a really nice base for the cheesecake. Stick that aside. And again, I really hate football. Just saying. Oh, and what's going to top this cheesecake? Red raspberries. Oh, these things. It's kind of like, it's just, you know, because strawberries are very sweet, but I like that there's just enough tang to the red raspberry, so it kind of really sets off the cheesecake. I think better. Okay, we have a bowl here of 4, count them, 4 packs of, or 4 bars of cream cheese. Cream cheese. And they've been sitting out covered, so no dust or anything would get on them, just so they could come to room temperature. Well, totally not room temperature, but definitely softened. Otherwise it's going to be beastly to try to blend this. So you want those softening, which they've been doing. And take our handy dandy mixing bowl and get them into the mixing bowl. You want to scrape every last remnant, because if you're a cheeseaholic like I am, that's what you do. So you get those in there. Then we're going to take sugar. Now yes, this says Maxwell House Coffee, however, I find repurposing these things works great to store the sugar in. So, because here in the Northeast, it's super humid in the summer, and your sugar just gets destroyed instantly if you don't keep it dry and locked away enough. So 1 whole cup of sugar. Yeah. You can just feel those cavities growing. No, it's only 1 cup. It's not that bad. Now, it's getting, still, they're not totally soft the way I would like them, so it's going to take a little bit more in terms of scraping and mixing. So then we're going to take some nice vanilla. I like the kind that comes from Madagascar. It's the world's best. Measure in a nice teaspoon of this. Okay, so now I've measured in 4 eggs. I like to use extra large eggs because you get more of a fluff factor for your cheesecake. Our sugar and cream cheese mixed in beautifully. So we're just going to add 1 egg at a time. And this is what gives you your really nice fluff batter. I always put the eggs in something separate, do it ahead of time. You don't want to get a shell and then you ruin your entire mess. So at least this way if the shell breaks into here, I can get it out. So just 1 at a time, we're going to blend in the eggs. So that's doing good. That looks real good. So we're going to get this off here. Typically I would unplug the blender and then take that off, so God forbid in case something went wonky I wouldn't have my finger taken off, but in the interest of saving video footage time I just took the paddle off. Alright, so we're going to give 1 good scraping around the bowl here, make sure everything is blended. It's got a really nice golden color from the yolks, which is good. It's nice and creamy. We've got our oven has been preheating this whole time at 325 degrees. Now I'm going to give you my secret to a flawless cheesecake. It's the oven. Make sure it's perfectly calibrated at 325 and make sure your cheesecake goes in dead center, top and bottom, side to side. If it's a millimeter too high, too low, to the one side or the other, I don't know why, but you get cracks in the top of your cheesecake. If it's exactly centered in the oven, it comes out flawless. The other thing is set your timer. It has to bake for 55 minutes. And trust me, you're gonna at 55 minutes, the timer is gonna go off, you're gonna take one look at it and go, but it looks like it's all raw in the center, it doesn't look right. Don't worry about it. You take it out, you put it on a cooling rack and just let it sit. Once it's cooled off enough to like room temperature, then you just stick the whole thing in the refrigerator. You don't want to take it out of the spring form because then you'll ruin it. So you want to get it chilled completely for hours and then you can take it out of your spring form and you'll have a perfect top because it still kind of keeps cooking after you take it out of the oven. So even though it looks almost like it's kind of jellified or raw in the center, don't question it. If it was 55 minutes, take it out, let it start to cool. So now we're going to dump all this in here. And what's nice with this Wilton springform pan, no greasing. You don't have to do anything to treat this. The cheesecake's just going to come out flawlessly because it's a good pan. Drop of cheese because I love cheese. I remember when I used to think, oh yeah, cream cheese and bagels. You know, what else do you do with cream cheese? Then I realized how to make a cheesecake with cream cheese and I was like, you know, I don't need cream cheese and bagels anymore. Just like I really don't need football. Not at all. So, you get all that poured in, and you just want to, again, kind of level it off a little. Now I'm going to show you one other little secret I've learned. Trial and error. See how you're starting to get bubbles coming up to the top there? Because your egg whites, they kind of get nice and fluffy when you beat them the way I did with the blender. What you want to do is just give it a couple taps, get more of those bubbles to come up. That's what's going to give you that nice, dense New York cheesecake style cheesecake. Get those bubbles up now. Plus it levels it. Okay, welcome back. Here we are. Got our beautiful cheesecake out of the oven, nice and level, and it made just a nice denseness that it sunk in just right. Put the Lucky Leaf red raspberry topping on top. And again, you know, as much as I hate football, I'm so glad about Philadelphia cream cheese. Go Philadelphia cream cheese. And there is your beautiful finished product. So, if you really don't want to be in front of the television on Super Bowl Sunday, make yourself a nice Philadelphia cream cheese based cheesecake.